Maybe you even set some New Year's resolutions. But here's the thing. Most people have already given up on their goals by now. And it's not because their goals don't matter. It's because they don't have a system that actually helps them follow through. The good news? It's not too late. In this video, I'm sharing a sturdy, traditional goal-setting system that helped me accomplish a ton in the past. The simplified, flexible system I'm using now as a working mom. And I will share tools and tips that make any system stick. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to set meaningful goals and actually make them happen, no matter how busy life gets. So let me show you. When you close your eyes and think about this here, what is the one thing you need most? Don't overthink it. Just drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're working towards, and it will be your first step toward making that goal a reality. So let's get it out of the way. For me, it's feeling better. I've been in a bit of a funk, and I know I need to feel better physically, mentally, emotionally. It's all connected, right? Maybe your answer is different. You want more time for yourself, a stronger connection with your family, or just one day where you don't step on a Lego. Whatever it is, having a goal, even a small one, can help you feel more in control. And that's exactly what I want to help you with. So let me take you back to how I used to set goals before I became a mom. I was all about structure. I sit down right before the start of the year and map out every area of my life. Personal health, my relationships, career, hobbies, finances, home life, you name it. I set specific goals for each one, like exercising 4 times a week, planning monthly dates with my partner, or decluttering that one closet that somehow collects the entire house junk. Then I track everything on a quarterly basis. I would review where I was with each goal and color-code spreadsheet that I updated every quarter. Red for things that not yet started, yellow for things I was working on, and green for things I'd already crushed. And guess what? That kept me accountable and gave me the permission to tweak things that weren't working. Like the year I thought I could exercise every single day. Spoiler alert, I was exhausted. So in one of my quarterly reviews, I switched to 3 times a week, and it made all the difference. So flexibility with goals key. The other thing that really helped was having a plan to actually make my goals happen. I use reminders on my iPhone for daily tasks. And if something needed to happen at a specific time, it went straight on my calendar. Because no plan, no progress. That's just the truth. But here's the thing. When I became a mom, that kind of system started to feel overwhelming. Last year, I barely had the energy to even think about my goals, let alone track them in a spreadsheet. Between moving houses, my son's surgeries, and just trying to keep my head above water, I realized I needed to simplify. So this year, I'm starting late, but I'm trying something new. The 1 goal per month system. It's super simple, and it really has taken off the pressure of trying to do everything at once. So as I mentioned before, my North Star is to feel better. So for January, the goal is exercise, because I really hadn't been doing it consistently lately. To make it happen, I'm doing it first thing in the morning with the support of my partner. So I've been doing short workouts, 10 to 15 minutes. There's this great channel I've been following for a while, Pamela Reeve, and her workouts are perfect. They're quick, fun, and she doesn't talk. It's just music and movement and a tracker of the time, which is exactly what I need. Am I nailing every workout? Not even close. Sometimes I take a break halfway through because I'm dying, but I get back in it, and that's what matters. And here's the trick that's helped me stick with it. Habit stacking. This is an idea from the book Atomic Habits, and it's so simple. You take something you already do and pair with a new habit. For example, every morning I have a glass of water. Last year, I wanted to start taking more vitamins, so I stacked that to the water, and boom, 2 habits in 1 motion. Have your glass, drink your vitamins. This year, I'm using habit stacking for this January goal. So when I hear my son waking up in the morning, instead of lying in bed, hoping I can fall back asleep, I get up and do my workout. If my son goes back to bed, I'll be the one to get him after I'm done with my workout. If he's calling for us, then my husband is the one that's gonna get him. So it's all about finding those little windows of opportunity and building on that. Would I prefer to be exercising outside? in a class at a gym? Yes. But I'm also being realistic, and that's more important. And hey, if this video is resonating with you, give it a like. It helps other moms find these tips, and it shows YouTube that this kind of content is worth sharing. So with the January goal in place, I'm gonna add another one. It's gonna actually build upon the first one. It's gonna be going to bed earlier. I've already set a reminder on my phone to start winding down at 9 p.m. But I'm not fully committed yet. Next month though, I'm going all in. The idea is to build momentum, stacking one good habit on top of another. So by the end of the year, I'm in a much better place. And given that these goals that I have for January or February are so holistic, they're gonna help every aspect of my life. I'll be able to have more targeted goals next month. I don't need to figure that I'm out now, so I don't feel overwhelmed. Now, let's talk about the tools that can help. First, reminders and calendar blocks are your best friends. If it's not scheduled, it's not happening. Second, habit tracking apps can be super motivated. I've heard from my friends that Habita or Streaks, where you can see your progress visually, are pretty cool to work with. And find an accountability buddy. I actually have to tell my friend that I did exercise this morning, because having someone, a friend or a partner that you can check in with really makes a difference. The last thing I'll say is this: be kind to yourself. Goals are meant to evolve. If something isn't working, adjust it. It's not about being perfect. It's about making progress in a way that feels good for you. If one of your goals this year is to live more sustainably while saving money and teaching your kids to do the same, check out my video on 6 down-to-earth ways to practice sustainability. I think you'll love how simple and practical these tips are. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.